fucking skit.
We're live.
Bit. Oh, never mind.
You can keep talking about Jim
About,
Gaffigan.
yeah, well, he talks about how they trick people into buying water. And he's like, it literally falls from the sky. And he's like, the very first person that decided, let's bottle the shit that falls from the sky and sell it for $5 a bottle. And it's like, it was just a really funny bit. Anyways, dude, the Super Bowl.
Yeah, it's time.
The Super Bowl. It feels like it's been a long time, and this is season 2. What's
That's
happening?
right.
I'm putting the link in admin chat.
I have no idea. I just clicked on my own stream though. I'm watching myself eat a hot pocket.
Dude, how do you like it? You think
I think they were better.
Admirable?
I think they were better before. I don't know why
Yeah.
they don't have a sleeve anymore, bro. It's just really hot. Like, what am I supposed to hold it with?
Dude, not having a sleeve is diabolical.
I would agree. So, it's be tough.
Yeah. Bro, I love that you're on the Super Bowl cast. Like, that actually is exciting.
Of course.
Like, why
Ready
wouldn't
for
you
Doc.
be? It's too bad I'm not in the other corner. It'd be so funny. We should like face each other.
I'm sure if we coordinated it, I could set that up.
It'd be so cheesy. Is that what those guys did in that weird league, Illuminati, where they like?
So, Rajan, what are your thoughts on what just unfolded?
We could like high five and shit, and throw apples to each other and crap, just like the dumbest shit.
This is where my thing ends.
Yeah, I know what. That just reminds me of that terrible picture.
You know why my stream's not starting?
What picture? Waiting?
The one where your arm
idea.
disappears.
Hello?
Dude, I have no idea. Sorry. Try streaming. That'd be a good idea.
Is Doc gonna blow his own Super Bowl stream?
Probably.
Oh man. Go a slot go. A slot a go.
Best formation.
Dude, there was a couple times. There was one time when you threw it right to my defender and you just phased through him. Like I was like right in front of it. And you threw the pass and he's like, I don't give a shit. I'm going.
That's the power of
here.
That's right.
Okay,
I don't know. Probably stinky.
Oh hey.
Oh, there he
I
is.
sent the link in admin chat.
Stream's broken. We're not good to go. It's not going.
No, I sent a new one.
Ooh, a new one.
That's
It's
exhilarating.
shiny.
Oh, this one works.
Yeah.
Am I gonna have to mute this or no? Are you gonna be listening to us?
No, actually.
Okay.
I'm going to leave.
All right. Frick that guy, man. Anyway, I can't tell if this is lopsided. I mean, doc streams are always so awful. This looks off-center to me, doesn't it?
Yeah. I mean, I just see you and I see a bunch of screens. Now I see another screen. I'm waiting to see. There we go.
Hold on.
Ravens.
That's off-center. That's off-center, bro. Why is it not in the center of the screen?
This is Doc. We have to remember whose stream we're watching. Steady, what are you eating?
Hot pockets. Death pockets. Heart attack pockets.
What was the yellow thing?
They don't have the pockets. Corn.
Like there's no pocket anymore, so it just looks like a frozen burrito. Just chowing down on some stiff frozen beef burrito. What flavor of Hot Pocket do you have today?
This is pepperoni.
No, that's the generic.
What flavor Hot Pocket do we think our Super Bowl participants would like?
You know,
ham and
would
cheese.
Be having some like ham and cheese. Nice.
Doc seems like the type. Do you know how Doc like has to be weird about everything and be super?
Dude,
Doc's
I
the
wish
type
he
of
would
guy
listen
that
to
would
me
have,
and
like-
recenter this. This looks terrible. We cannot watch the Super Bowl like this.
Doc would definitely rock like a pineapple Hot Pocket if they had a pineapple Hot Pocket.
Yeah,
Like,
He
just
would.
straight pineapple and marinara.
Doc would rock a slow and really tall Hot Pocket.
I wish he'd listen to me. You see how many times I just ping this guy.
Hey guys, Seahawks Ravens Super Bowl
That's
Season
right.
2 MKL, the prestigious league, and it's three of us, former Super Bowl champions, here to call teams that are still alive, and we are not. But we're here to call it because we're good sports. We love this league. And Wavy in his first Super Bowl, and here we are.
Dude,
Another desync has occurred.
he needs to get in the call. Look, you see how in his OBS there's that like gray and black? That's everything being off the screen. That's what that means. It's literally not on the screen.
Well, boys, I do have to ask the question: who do we think is I know we didn't have the chance to put like betting out for this game, but if there was, who do I would like to think the presumptive favorite would have been Doc. What do you guys think?
I think the more impressive victory was Wavy against you than Doc against me. I don't think I'm playing an impressive brand of offense. He only put up 21 points against me, and I feel like Wavy is actually playing at a high level right now, and he has the most broken player that's going to be on the field today. So if he can use Lamar well, opportunistically, I think he can blow the game open. But if Doc has his way, he's going to move the ball with some slot a go.
Dude, your stream blows. Please recenter it. Half of the stream is off the screen, bro. So when you go to your OBS,
Yeah, I am in OBS.
when you see that gray and black, that's everything that's not on the screen that should be. So please make it smaller and fit it to the screen. You can even right click it.
You know, Wavy.
You could even right click this.
He beat
and go to transform, and you're gonna want to fit it to the screen, stretch it to the screen, something to the screen, something that helps me get it on the screen.
I like to see good members get good teams, and Wavy got one of the elite teams, and he's doing what you want to do with an elite team. You know, there's a lot of members who say, "Man, if I get a good team, I'm gonna do stuff." And Wavy's in a Super Bowl in year 2, exactly what you want to do when you're the Ravens starting out. You know, in MKL.
Yeah, and I mean he's been playing good. He's been keeping the ball safe, been playing some solid defense.
That worked.
I'll say probably the hardest thing right now is Wavy and Doc been spending a lot of time together, and we'll see if maybe that
dude, this dumb bastard.
Together.
So you have 2 monitors. It might be on the other one that we're getting.
Oh my!
Because we still cannot see 30% of the screen.
And it's maybe the most important 30% of the screen.
Okay.
We don't know yet. It might be like H. Coke's tight end streaking down the field when Stinky's not manning him up himself.
Let me know if it's fixed.
We'll be like, something's happening. We're not quite sure.
You just did the same thing. No, it's not fixed. You just did the same thing you did before.
Bro, just click ready. Fuck it, we ball.
No, I don't want to watch 60% of the screen in the Super Bowl.
So it's transfer. Where is it scale filled?
Dude, somebody tell Wavy to stream. So
is it on the? Yeah, please tell Wavy to stream because you suck. You're just terrible at everything.
Wow. Imagine.
This is a nightmare.
What a buzzkill. He's feeling happy.
Is it because of the right side? Because I can't see what's on the right side, but the left side looks normal.
Maybe let me press transition or some shit.
How about you just make it smaller on the right side and maybe it'll fit. Just drag it smaller on the right side. Don't make it fit your screen.
Oh my god, we did it! We did it! We did
it's
it!
All there.
Yes! No, don't break it.
Boys,
Doc and I had a great call the other night, and it was all glitched.
I heard a rumor that the Seattle Seahawks head coach wanted to bench Dak Prescott. Do we think this is a real thing?
I think there's a 0% chance
that
Dak Prescott's getting railed. So
I feel that would
anyway,
be quite
you are
bad.
good. I'm gonna kick you out now.
Oh, what is the over/under on another desync?
Ooh, I think
100,000,000%, a guarantee.
All right,
you got the steady guarantee.
When's the last time we had a new Super Bowl champion in the MKL? It's been a while. Let me go back.
Yeah, Wavy has a chance to join a prestigious group. What the heck is happening? We're here. Kickoff. Somebody's getting the ball. We don't know yet.
I think Wavy's getting the ball.
Are you guys ready to hear the last time a new MKL Super Bowl champion was crowned? Season 2 of Madden 22, our very own Steady.
What?
Steady was the last
Yes,
new
Steady was the
champion.
last new champion
That's
crowned. No, I
hilarious.
lied. Doc. Okay, no, I lied. I forgot Doc
It was the
exists.
Raiders. You
Raiders
forgot Doc exists.
goes
He's only
Doc.
in the
Yeah.
Super Bowl.
Well,
So the kickoff, couple broken tackles, and we're off. Ravens, Chargers. It looks like the Ravens in purple, Chargers in the light uniforms. I like it when their uniforms are white and dark. And man,
Chargers
this
aren't
is an
here.
interesting matchup. Nobody picked this. Oh yeah, sorry, not Chargers. Ravens and Seahawks, and literally nobody picked this matchup. This
Now,
is a
I
both teams beat a lot of teams that maybe they people thought they wouldn't, and props to them. They overcame that, and now they have to overcome each other. Who do you guys have in this game?
it's terrible to say this, but I have Doc on this one. I just don't think Wavy's ready for prime time. I don't think he's got that dog in him. And Doc, obviously, very inconsistent. He could just play terrible. That's kind of his thing, Like, you never know what you're going to get. But I think this one's all Doc right here.
I mean, this is going to be a very interesting matchup. I think we're going to see a lot of inside zones and then opportunistic quick out passes with maybe some motions. And then we're going to see a lot of Mark Andrews from this Ravens team. I think that's going to be key for the Ravens. How can they find Mark Andrews in big spots?
And
And
Stinky, who do you have in this one?
I think in this one, I am also going to go with the Doxer. I think, yeah, Wavy beat obviously H Cook and myself on the way here, but I think when you're in the Super Bowl, there's a different type of pressure. And I think as it's his first Super Bowl, I think he probably is feeling the heat a little bit. I think, but depending on what happens in this first drive, I think that'll be a big telltale sign of how this game's gonna go. But I'm inclined to go with Doc.
Yeah, I'm
And
going to go
Lamar
Wavy.
Jackson gonna get railed, double penetrated. I think that was the first pass we saw him start out with running. I think he's feeling the nerves. Goes to
Yeah.
pass, takes the sack.
I just feel like Wavy's in a spot, do or die. This is his moment. This is his spot. He wanted to get here. He's talked about it, and he has the team to be able to take over as he takes a second sack in a row. And
Yeah, and
as I pick Wavy, not looking great right now, but I think he can lock up and maybe get some more points on the board than Doc. But Doc is formidable, and I can easily see Doc coming away with the win too.
Wow, nice diving catch, but all for naught
Gonna have to
as
punt.
fourth down is going to come up and the punt team will trot out onto the field. Probably some fear of the fake punts, which have been popularized lately, coming out of normal defense here. It's funny because it could still work, which would be
And
hilarious.
I
But
just want to say here that based off of that initial first pass, you can tell Wavy is definitely feeling the heat because he insta scrambled. He had his first read, it wasn't there. He insta scrambled. That's not what he did during the playoff games that I at least saw him participate in. He wasn't just a one read pony, but it seems the pressure's getting to him. It's a new spot.
It's definitely not what you want to do is come out and go and have to punt. But certainly we have to see what this Ravens defense has in store. We're going to see a lot of this double running back formation from Doc today.
well, we'll see what they have in store. Hopefully better than the Ravens. First play here is going to be a run, and Tracy going to get blown up, losing 2. And
The big old Pierce.
I mean, it might be a little early to say, but we're seeing both these teams tote that rock here early. You think they're both feeling the pressure? I know Doc's been here before, but generally not a place he gets to be, So
Indeed.
we'll see what he can do. Back
Doc
to
is-
throw. Going deep. That's going to be, wow. Dontavion Wicks gets the nice move to the outside. What the frick? The 10, the 5, the touchdown. How the
Great
hell was that
throw.
not intercepted? Holy
Yeah,
frick.
That's just one of those throws where Doc stood in there. I thought we were about to say if only Dak Prescott has passed it later set for lead, but somehow I got there, and just like that, Doc is up 7 and Wavy's back is up against the wall.
I think that was fortuitous for Doc because I don't know how fast that corner that was on him is, but I think a real corner definitely going to go ahead and pick that thing off. I'm shocked he didn't. Don't know if it was a bad click on or what we were looking at, but Matt Araiza, man of the year here, is on the kickoff. And the Ravens now down 7 and starting the game with the ball, not where you want to be.
Yeah, I mean, they're gonna have to find some offense, something that works. Clearly, taking 2 sacks last drive, unacceptable, especially with somebody as elusive as Lamar. Either you're gonna scramble or you should have an open man. He's got to be more patient.
Well, we'll see what he can do. I'd imagine they go back to running. They won't. They still have faith in their quarterback. Checking it down underneath, finds his
Ooh.
guy. I think that's a good spot for Lamar Jackson. You know, he's feeling the nerves. And to start off simple, probably for the best.
And one thing I do want to say, when you go down in a spot like this in a Super Bowl, you already got the ball first. I feel like if you're wavy, I'm kind of playing this like, dude, I have nothing to lose now. Like this game, I at this point I should be out of this game. I have nothing to lose. Like I'm just gonna play my brand of football. I'm gonna do what I think I need to do to win.
I
I
think
don't.
that
I think
makes no sense.
I feel like this kind of if I'm in this situation, I would play more freely.
Well, they certainly do have something to lose, and that's something being the Super Bowl. So
Yeah.
I don't
Well,
entirely agree,
you're
but
you're speaking to
we'll
somebody who made a
see.
70 comeback in a Super Bowl before, So maybe my opinion holds some weight.
Yeah, well, I mean, you're also notorious for choking in big spots, so I can see why you'd think of things like that. Outside here, gonna get the first down. That's Zay Flowers, and we saw him in real life, maybe last year, I want to say. Have a bad
Well, we don't
moment,
we
but
don't need to talk about it. We don't.
hopefully that's not an omen that we'll see replicated here in the video game. Fresh set of downs here. Handoff to Mixon, and that was a move that saw some skepticism last season. We saw Derrick Henry get traded for Joe Mixon like straight up, which makes no sense ever. But they
Yeah,
are in the
that was a
Super Bowl
strange
now.
trade, unless you know that the coach is a big Texans fan and Joe Mixon is the heart and soul of that Texans team right now.
And Lamar
Yeah, I
Jackson
don't know.
gonna get railed again.
I
Gonna
don't
bring
think
up
he's
third down.
even sending pressure. I think the pass rush is just getting home right now for Doc Seattle Seahawks, and that's if you're Doc, you love to see it. If you're wavy, it might be a problem. You need to get under control. Your tackles might need some extra help.
I think we need to see Lamar, some sort of Lamar mobile magic. I mean, if
The
you have a
shed is
97,
there, and the
wow.
sack once again. 3 sacks here in the first quarter, on track for 12. Quick math right there. Bang bang. If this
And
Seahawks defense keeps playing like this might get ugly.
Yeah, my
Go
All
ahead.
right.
All right, well then I'll go ahead. It looks like the dog patented match defense. It's coming to play, man. It's coming to play. It's keeping Wavy in check right now. Lamar has no idea what he's seeing. I don't know that I'm pretty sure the Titans run match. Maybe they'll run it with like the same type of personnel. I know the Chargers definitely do not run match like this. So this might be something a little new for the Ravens to see. And it looks like right now, Wavy's in a box.
Yeah,
Well,
Wavy's gonna have to find something that works. He's got to get moving, and Doc is just hoping to maybe pile on again. We'll see if he can. He's not been able to run effectively, but he was able to get a long strike last drive.
yeah, and that's the thing. We haven't really seen Doc play offense yet. The quick one play score. But before that, it wasn't looking great. He was going backwards, and once again, we're going to see him go backwards. So this could end up being a very, very defensive Super Bowl if neither of these offenses can move down the field efficiently.
Yeah, Doc Prescott in the shotgun once again. Two backs in the backfield. He likes them both, and he has some big receivers. I'd be interested to see if he chucks it up to one of them here soon.
Ooh, he is going to play that potential for a pick, but he couldn't quite get there. Is able to knock it out, and it's going to be a third down and pretty darn long here. To get back in this game, a stop would work wonders, especially to see if you can figure out how to score before half here for the Ravens. We'll see what they
Yeah, I
do.
mean, one thing that Wavy needs to be aware of that Doc really enjoys being able to key on is seeing the user. He makes a lot of decisions being able to see the other team's user in his sets. So if Wavy's not careful, he's going to give away an awful lot depending on where his user's lined up.
Doc did not like the look. He is going to take a timeout, and they're both going to have to reconsider what they trot out into that field there. So once again, here we are, third down and 12. Spread out a little bit. Wow, he wins on the release. You cannot give that up if you're the Ravens. I mean, see the look, and you know exactly what play it is.
Where is that
know.
zone?
What zone? What zone?
There should be a deep blue zone.
Yeah, but he pressed them down too far down. I don't know why we're playing press man on 3rd and long.
Inside run. This is Childress and gonna get 1 yard. So the run game really not been there. We'll see if maybe they decide to stray away from it. Both teams really wanting to establish it here, I think.
Yeah, it looks like both of these teams have not been able to run either. It looks like this is one of those games that's going to have to be won through the air, as many MKL championships are.
Well, 3rd down and 6 here, definitely not ideal. Needs a few yards to be able to go for it, I believe. So, kind of a scary spot. All it takes is one poor throw, and that'll be it for your dreams to get 7. So, we'll see what Dak draws up. Takes the snap, going underneath, has Childress, breaks the tackle, goes backwards.
Oh, no.
Unbelievable.
I imagine he's going to go for this, and this could be a fortuitous thing for Wavy. If he can come up with a big defensive stop on inches.
You know, I'm a fan of seeing what they send out, and if I like the look, you go. If not, you can take your 3 comfortably. Going to the direct snap, and he is going to get there. That's a good call. That is a thing that he likes to do, and it's great for those short yardage things, because not very easy to stop a guy from fighting forward for 30 yards in those moments.
That typically prefers to go for it, but I think in that situation, I might even consider taking my 3. But good on Doc, gets the first, and I mean he's sticking to the run. Props.
Yeah, runs it there and juking into the tackle. Not great. Continue.
And speaking of the run, Doc is milking this clock. It's already 3 minutes left.
What'd you have to say there, Rajan? You got cut off.
Well, one thing you have to consider here is if Doc does use this clock up and manage to score, he gets ball at half. So I mean, the blowout is on if Doc comes away with 7. If he comes away with 3, maybe Wavy could hold him to 0 or 3 next and score, and then we'd have a game. But I mean, this is a big moment for Doc.
Well, odds of a chew are very slim at this point in the field. Fighting forward down to the 1. Hold on. Okay, so the 2-minute warning will not be hit before this ball is snapped. So, not a whole ton of motivation to run clock here. You might as well let us go in.
It looks like Doc was not thinking about the chew, considering the fact he could have ran it down to where it would have had to hit the 2-minute warning. I think he's just trying to score.
Handing off, Childress didn't have either option there. Gets blown up. Ravens defense does their job, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. We'll be back after the break. And we're back from the break. Super Bowl football here. 7-0 your score. What would you like to see concept-wise? What would you run concept-wise, Stinky? Because I know what you're going to say. Tell me what you'd run here.
We know exactly. I'm going to the gun bunch. I'm running my one of my favorite plays. Definitely not that. I'm definitely not running that. I'm probably running bench pivot, and I'm probably 7. But yeah, Doc is not going to do that. But Doc's going to get 3, and he's going to go up by 2 possessions. And listen, 2 possessions right now, it's not a bad thing.
That's all that matters right now. You want the touchdown, but the big thing is how many possessions. And having it at 2 in a game where your opponent cannot move the ball, getting the ball at half, this is all Doc right now.
Yeah, and
definitely. I mean, he's found a way to fight through H-Coke. He's found a way to fight through Stinky. And honestly, I mean, fighting through Doc, maybe just one task too much at this point, but I'd like to see him get something going so this game doesn't get away from us.
Back to throw is Lamar, going underneath, has his man Henson, he fumbles it, and Henderson's in on the recovery, and he's taking it back. Touchdown Seahawks. Who laid the hit?
Huge play for Doc. Absolutely. That's what Doc loves to do. This guy goes and hunts for people. They can be slow as shit, and if they have 99 hit power, he is delighted. And right there, that's like probably the best thing that he could have had happen right there for him.
And if you're Wavy right now, what are you even thinking? Are you just thinking, wow, it's not meant to be? Like, what do you even think?
I think times are tough now if you're Wavy, and we've seen some weaker-willed people just completely give up. They'll start running the clock. You know, but in a big game like this, you just gotta
I-
keep toting and
I-
see if you can get something
If you're
going.
Wavy, I think you gotta let him hang. The Doc offense is honestly not impressed me at all. He's not out of this game. He just
Now
needs
he's
to
out of this game.
Oh,
French
wow. That's not a
with
good
the
moment.
interception. I mean,
The Doc
like I said, you check out, you do things like that, you lose the game by a lot.
I mean, I don't see Doc taking the foot off the pedal. Doc is hungry for his second Super Bowl, and on the way here, you know, he's definitely been in a play. His last Super Bowl, some people have brought into question. I've heard people talk about. You know, they're like, well, people weren't trying. You know, essentially, you know, we're in year 2. This would be Doc's best Super Bowl to date, and he's doing so in dominant fashion. First seed in the NFC, and he's come ready to play. So good on him. He's put in a lot of time and effort, and it's showing.
Well, you know, job's not finished, you know, that whole thing. I don't even know who said that. Could be the attitude we have here. Well, could be. Don't know. Inside run. Okay, well, there you go. Kobe Bryant. Shout out to that guy. I'm sure he's watching this up above. You know. I mean, who wouldn't watch the Super Bowl? I mean, frick.
Yeah, the
They
MKL
got,
Super Bowl.
yeah, I mean, they got to have reception up there. Back to throw, going underneath to Childress, unable to get the 7 that he probably wanted, but out of bounds.
I just want to point out here, Ragin. I think me and you were in the booth together the last time the Seattle Seahawks participated in a Super Bowl, and I kind of remember it going something like this. I remember it being not too close.
Well, he tried to give his guy a chance there, and that's like one of those Doc balls. You never know what you're going to get. I think as the game goes on, he'll get more and more foolish with his throws, and that could work in Wavy's favor.
I think Doc needs to be careful to just not get too cute here, because you could fumble yourself. You could throw a pick. You could turn this momentum right around.
I just want to say right there, the Doc not having the most elite clock management skills right there instantly takes his time out instead of letting it run down to maybe 10 seconds or so, maybe 8 seconds. Make sure
he wants 2 plays. He wants to try and get another play here.
I mean, you can still run.
Baltimore has not been able to move the ball. I don't think clock management.
They've moved more in the other direction. That I cannot believe that's the throw. Touchdown. Had a guy wide open. He'd rather get the style points, and it's a 3-possession game with your opponent getting the ball here at halftime in the Super Bowl.
Wavy needs a miracle. He needs a kick return touchdown. He needs a 2-point conversion, and he needs a lot of stops. He needs an awful lot. It would be exciting to see him get it. It would be heartbreaking to see Doc have that happen. But I mean, blowouts are no bueno. We don't want to blow out in the Super Bowl, but it looks like that's what's occurring right now.
You know, we've been the last 2 MKL Super Bowls. We've been fortunate enough to have 2 of the MKL greats going at it in shootouts. But
yeah, this is what happens when we're not there. He's just going to throw it into coverage here, intercepted.
No. If
Henderson.
Doc gets back, I don't think he has enough time to get in the scoring range, but still not the sort of momentum moment that you want to do if you're Wavy.
This is a team that is built on very large, girthy receivers, and if anybody was going to catch this for a touchdown, it'd be the Doc. So Tavares Herrick, the former Packer on the right, don't count him out. He's 6'6". He has the time. He definitely won't have the arm, as he's going to try his best to throw a pick 6 before the end of the half to give his opponent a chance.
We'll see if Doc can overcome that incomplete pass there.
What a bad moment.
Real bad.
I mean, Super Bowl halftime show, Steady.
Super Bowl halftime show sponsored by Great Value.
Wow.
Exciting stuff.
We go all out. All right.
You think Kobe would come down for the halftime show?
Probably. Yeah, he'd visit.
Let us know.
So we've got...
I do have a question. What do we think Kobe would say to the Ravens players in the locker room if he came down for halftime and gave a speech?
Kobe was extremely competitive. I don't think you'd want Kobe to give you a speech as you're having tough time.
Absolutely not. No thanks, dude.
Oh my god.
You know, on second thought, maybe he can stay up there. No speech. You know, not
No
needed.
speech at
You
all.
know.
So in
My
the
bad,
shotgun
bro.
here, I think we do have to see Doc be disciplined. And running the ball is great there. I mean, just see if you can have that easy yardage, because you're playing with house money right now, and you don't want to essentially get cute and do something disastrous to bring Wavy right back into this game.
Yeah.
Oh, he's gonna get the knockout.
Yeah.
You know, I think the only thing that's stopping Doc from winning this game right now is him passing the ball. He needs to keep running the ball. Just keep the ball on the ground. He's been able to work his magic. His defense is playing well. Don't throw any picks. Keep the ball on the ground, and you're a Super Bowl champion, Doc.
Yeah, the sooner, you know, the less time he has to make a mistake, the better. And this is what we're talking about. As he throws into double coverage, and we knew Doc was gonna get aggressive here with this lead. He's gonna get comfortable. It's about the worst thing that could happen.
He does have a chance to get a punt, force a punt here, and that would be big for him because he is technically 3 touchdowns and 3 2-point conversions down, and that can happen. It may not happen, but it could happen, especially if Doc goes 3 and out.
No, this is a 4-possession game. He's not getting 3 2-point conversions. Doc just needs to not do
I like the confidence, man. That's amazing.
He just needs to not do anything.
Well, we'll see. We'll see what Doc draws up here out of the bunch. Ooh, pressure's there.
Oh, could have been a pick 6 defensive line right there.
God.
Yeah.
You know, I think they might owe Wavy. They kind of owed that to Wavy after that.
He did fumble. He probably deserves something to come his way fluke wise. Hasn't gotten it, but he's also just made a lot of mistakes, and they haven't really had a chance to give him any.
How do we feel about the Seahawks punter Matt Araiza? You know, he was accused of rape, but he didn't actually rape a girl.
Man, I can't believe we're saying this word.
And Doc brought her in to the.
Well, I'm pretty sure he got.
He was cleared.
Yeah, he was cleared. Wasn't him. He wasn't the imposter. And
yeah,
I mean, I'm glad he got his moment after being down in the dumps. He hit rock bottom, and now he's here in the Super Bowl. Like I said, Walter Payton Man of the Year.
Oh my God.
Back to throw up the seam here. This is Walker, who's going to take a bit of a lick, but not before picking up the first.
You like to see Wavy get something going, get some points up on the board. I imagine we're not going to see any field goals. This isn't a raging sort of mindset on the field, and I hope he's.
Well, this is his chance to get points on the board, going the other way, all the way to the end zone, and Wavy is just throwing a touchdown. That's exciting.
True.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it wasn't Tariq Woolen. That's not the guy who you want to throw a pick to, and that's probably all she wrote. 31-0. This ain't Kyle Shanahan at the helm of the Seahawks. I imagine that's just too much to overcome at this point.
What is Doc's real life NFL head coach comparison?
Someone who's not in the
NFL. I don't know if we're playing on conservative, but this is why you probably should be. I know Doc doesn't. And Doc's juked into hits. I mean, there's no 35-point rule in the playoffs, fellas.
I mean, it's almost like Doc's what is he? It's almost like he's trying to fumble back. Like, what the heck is that?
I mean, I'd like to see Doc just absolutely bathe in this moment and just absolutely, make him regret ever playing in this Super Bowl. That's what it's all about.
A lot of time. Doc has put in more time than ever. He's really been trying to learn what works in this game, and he's been consistently. If you say, "Hey,
he's a touchdown,"
Doc will tell you about. Doc will tell you about something that he found out that works, and you're like, "What?" He seems to know a lot about this game. He's put in a lot of time, and kudos to him because he's up big in an MKL Super Bowl, and he's endured Super Bowl losses before. And pretty big losses.
I don't know if he has.
He sure has.
Who did he lose to?
Yes. He got absolutely destroyed by the Falcons.
Well,
He
he
definitely
does
lost
not.
at that
He
point.
probably doesn't want to hear about that in his own Super Bowl stream. Back to throw, going the wheel.
Oh,
This is.
no,
Oh,
God.
it's PI! It's PI! It's PI! Get those
Yeah,
damn
it was
bastards
PI.
out of
It was
here!
free.
Oh, never mind.
Oh, no, it
It was
isn't.
on the
Defensive
offense.
line.
All right, my
Wow,
bad.
Wavy's back in it.
False alarm.
So,
By the way, how do we
now
think?
the comeback is back on.
I have something to say. How do we think? What's his name? That guy, not Skip Bayless, the other one, Shannon Sharp, feels about this Super Bowl performance for Baltimore.
I mean, as a Maryland native, you got to be very disappointed in the boys right here. Lamar Jackson, everyone talks about his record against the NFC. His only ever loss to Daniel Jones. Well, write it in. Dak Prescott is also his other loss to the NFC.
I'm sure by this point he's lost to other people.
Oh yes,
yeah.
forgot virtual MKL world.
Yeah, but I'm sure that was true at some point. I mean,
well, no, that's still true. Lamar's only ever lost to Daniel Jones, at least in real life.
I don't know why we're talking about this real life thing, because
all right,
this is what matters.
I mean, unfortunately, in a blowout, yeah. So we're here trying to see Wavy get something done about this stingy Seahawks defense. I'd like to see it. I'd like to see him put some points on the board. I mean, he's done a lot of good things to get here. Obviously, this is an abysmal performance, but he's beat some great teams and he's done a lot of good things. So there we go. There it is. Yes, touchdown. Ask and you shall receive.
I don't know how that happened, but big time players make big time plays, and right there we saw it happen, and the comeback is on. I don't think any team has ever choked a 31-point lead in the Super Bowl. Nothing ever quite that big. So
no, I've never heard of anything like that.
Yeah, nothing like that.
Right now on the sidelines to his boys.
I'm sure Coach Doc is knocking back a cold one. Doesn't care at all. I'm sure that's his normal pregame routine, is to probably load up on as many narcotics.
You know, Coach Doc is pregaming.
The less that's going through his mind, the better, you know.
I recall late night gaming Destiny, Doc's significant other. Yeah. She talks to him and she's sort of like teasing him. She's sort of tight, and she says, "I wish you could win a Super Bowl. Why don't you win a Super Bowl?" And he's like, "Yeah, well, it's not easy to do." Well, Destiny, look at this. Oh my Your guy is likely gonna win this Super Bowl. Ask and you shall receive. Looks like he's going to get it done. So this is for you, Destiny. Congratulations.
And not only did he just win, I mean, he like absolutely just smothered Wavy with like all of his might. He took his manhood today, you know? He took it all. He said, "I'm taking your manhood. I'm taking it back to Seattle. I rule you. I rule the league. I am our king. Call me like him. Call me him." That's what he's saying today.
Call me him. Yeah, beautiful insight. So we've got Prescott in the shotgun, and he is still driving for more points. And at this point, the Ravens might just want the game to be over with, but nay, there is more time. There is more points that are yet to be put up on the board, most likely. But I mean, at this point, would you even mind if Doc chewed?
I'm Wavy. Hell yeah, man. I'm still
fighting.
You still got to have the delusional belief that you're coming back if you're Wavy. That's always what I would have. I always have the delusional belief.
You gotta believe. That's half the battle.
If you're going to blitz everybody, those passes are going to be there all fourth quarter long. So, oh, nice. He's on aggressive carry. What the?
Well, it's worked out. His opponent's been the one to fumble. So
that's true.
I mean,
well, all right.
Blown up.
Huge
Didn't have
tackle.
either.
Big effort by Washington, man.
Yeah, that's a big play, and that's why this is such a close game right now. Big plays like that.
It's a 7-7 second half. It was just a disastrous start for Wavy.
I mean,
probably too much to overcome. But 100%. Hey, 7-7 second half. Let's see if Wavy can win the second half. That's an interesting.
I mean, if I lost the Super Bowl by 30 points, and my coach said, "Well, you won the second half, Sonny," dude, I'm punching him in the throat. No way. Shut the hell up. Dude, come on, coach.
You know what I'd do? I'd start a slow clap to that. Be like, yes. Yeah, we did. Hey, looks like he's going to throw it to an interception. Wow, he drops it. But hey.
No, he caught it. Doc caught it.
I think
He
everything.
caught that.
He
I
caught
think
that.
everything.
This is 4th and manageable. We'll see what he
That's
can do.
wild.
Here's the game, fellas. I mean, just his guy laid out.
It's
His
kinda
guy wanted
gross.
it more. I mean, Wavy's only
think he just kicked
touchdown
the
was a
field
pass
goal,
that should have
bro.
been intercepted. So had it coming.
I think he just kicked the field goal.
No, man.
Oh,
Wow.
No,
What a
man.
catch.
You gotta
mean,
win the game, and that's how you win the game right
everything.
there. You keep your foot on the
Everything that
pedal.
everything that could go wrong has gone wrong for the Ravens, and everything that like every 50-50 ball or every 50-50 just a play or anything in this game has been like 100-0 for the Seahawks.
I don't even
He's
feel
gotten
like we can
everything.
say that. I mean, that we just made
I
so
think
many
so.
mistakes, so many bad things we've done. We've taken so many sacks. We've missed
Well,
reads. It's been
Well,
bad.
let's talk about AFC, NFC. A lot of noise about the AFC being almighty and this and that. Well, this is your NFC versus AFC, and it looks like we're gonna have two back-to-back NFC
Wow.
champions,
What is that
two separate
celebration?
champions.
Wow.
Looks like NFC is definitely ahead above the
I
AFC.
think it's hard to argue against that. I think
Yeah,
a lot of
at
the
this
premier
juncture.
contenders in the AFC. I mean, you look at a guy like Mr. H. Coke, kind of
Mhm.
in
A
and
lot of people's
out.
pick
You
this
know,
year,
yeah.
and the
Will he put
Chargers.
in the effort, or will he just? Will he not? You know, you never know what you're gonna get, and it makes it hard to reliably count on him to be in moments like this. You know, like we see Wavy, but nobody thinks he's like terrible. You know, it's just will he or won't he? So, it's just not a lot of
Oh, there
guys
he
you
is.
can
There he goes.
consistently rely upon. Man, what if Lamar Jackson like shatters his spine and never plays football again because he's making these
Luckily,
plays here?
spine shattering is turned off. We turned that setting off.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I don't even know why that's a thing. Like, why do we play without injuries in the playoffs? That makes
I
no
think it's
sense.
because people fight to get there, and we don't necessarily want like somebody who finally made like Nick makes his first Super Bowl, then like his best player gets injured or some shit. Like
I mean,
just kind of
that's part of the playoffs, you know.
yeah, no, it's there's so many things that we're like, oh, it's realistic or this is realistic. Oh, he's going Mark Andrews.
I
Who
mean,
did
that
he
was a
find?
big chunk play, and he was actually open, which I can
Sure
appreciate.
was.
You know, maybe there's hope for the Ravens here. I do
Yeah, I
wonder.
mean, let's do the math. Oh, no hope. No hope.
Wow.
I do
Yeah,
wonder if Wavy's gonna want to run the national championship after this. That's the question.
maybe you will.
You know what I'm doing? I'm going to bed. If I'm Wavy, I'm going to bed, bro. I'll see you tomorrow. You know, but we'll see what
Yeah.
he does.
Wavy might get into some vibes, in his own words.
Well, hopefully we can end this soon. You know, beat the traffic. Like, if you're
Well,
at this
let's.
game, why don't you head home now? See if you can beat the
I
rush a little bit.
I think it's pretty awesome. Wavy made his first Super Bowl. Unfortunately, he played the top seed in the NFC, who's playing at a high level, and his team came to play. They were ready. He's going for it all. Oh my goodness, that was another touchdown. Yeah, I mean, you can chew clock here. Maybe even by rule
He
you
is.
could. He is
He
chewing,
is.
but he's still chucking it.
Yeah, I mean, you know, big game like this, you never know what could happen. You got to
Yeah.
keep your foot on the gas. You know, really erase any doubt. And that's what the Seahawks have largely done today. I mean, this game, since the first snap, has been largely in favor of Seattle, especially with the receiving thing and not scoring. I mean,
Let's check in with the game chat. No, nothing's being said.
I'm getting pinged by
Oh yeah.
somebody. I don't know what's going on there. And a very heavy look here. Another ping for me. Sorry. Gain of 1. Here, we'll go see what that's all about. I don't know if it's
Well,
just
the
like
time is
them.
ticking down. This is definitely something that Doc has longed for. Another Super Bowl win in this league. And I'm proud of him, man. He put in the time.
Oh no, double pass to the end zone. It's Avarius Herrick. Touchdown.
And you know, I just want to say our very own Ducky comes to Gen Chat and says, The good guys lost today. I feel like a Jewish man after Hitler invaded Poland, and just like Hitler stole the Polish's land, fucking Doc steals Ducky's double pass, uses it in the Super Bowl, and just rubs it in
Yeah, and
on the
that's
AFC.
the
And you're
dagger. I mean,
crazy.
there was hope for a comeback, but after
Oh.
that one, I mean, just dashed. And we are going to see the 35-point rule be shattered here in the playoffs. I know we've seen it once before. I can't really say if we've seen it before that in MKL Super Bowls. Are you?
Nah,
No? So just
probably.
twice? This is the second time? Who knows?
I
Back to
think
throw.
Smoke ran it up once.
Mark
So I
Andrews,
just want
take
are
the
his
hit.
route combos like really bad, or is just like Doc covering? Because this is insane.
I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if he checked out. Not a great throw from Lamar Jackson.
I mean, okay, judging by the fact he just ran a play called spacing,
he didn't. So pack it up. He ran verticals. But when you audible, it shows the wrong play. Back to throw. Lamar Jackson is just going to get sacked again. We saw 3 sacks in the first quarter, and we did not see another one until that moment right there. So this could very well be the last play of the Super Bowl, folks. So, hang on to your hats. We could see a 38-point play here to tie it up in the last 20 seconds.
So
We
what
can
do we
say
do
for
if
sure.
if the game glitches and gives him 38 points? We just
He wins the Super Bowl, man. Or he ties it. Yeah. Like, we'll see.
There ought to be a
Back
spot on the
to
field where
throw.
you score 38 points.
Wow, he's got Mitchell. Julian Love in pursuit, catches it. Wow, what a play. And the Ravens win the Super Bowl. Oh my god. No. The Seahawks have won the Super Bowl. 38-point victory. He gets the job to put the ring on my finger. Says that guy. Is that the guy who just got dunked on the last play of the game?
Love, he did.
Yeah.
Oh, look at Doc getting dunked.
Gatorade. Wow. Yeah, man. Very impressive victory for Doc. He worked for this and he showed out in the Super Bowl. So props to him. And I'm sure he's very pleased. He'll probably be in the booth soon.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you got to be happy with a performance like that. A nice chill
Randy Moss
win by a lot of points. And here's Roger Goodell congratulating a man. How disgusting for winning the Super Bowl. But he did it, man. Doc did it. Super Bowl champion and in dominant fashion.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we saw him kind of play from the start. The Ravens were unable to move the ball. Doc forced turnover after turnover, and he knew what to do with them. He went down and got points. Very impressive victory, and now a new champion. And big congratulations. Is Doc in the booth?
Yes.
Doc, how you feeling, man?
Oh, Wavy's in here too. Let me get Wavy in here.
I'm feeling great. In this playoff run I had, I allowed 2 touchdowns in 3 games. That feels great.
That's great. That's what it's all about.
I'm glad you're feeling good.
I feel like I figured out a very dominant defense that sheds quite a bit. So it was nice to get sacks consistently and contain Lamar. That was my biggest thing. I didn't want Lamar to have time.
Well,
Lamar didn't have a lot of time.
Definitely not. Okay, who is leaving and joining? I mean, this is. I dragged him and he was in here, and then he just packed it up, and I don't know, but so Doc, we got a big win here. There were talks about benching Dak Prescott. Is Dak Prescott's time in Seattle coming to an end now that he's gotten the job done and won the Super Bowl? Or is he the guy for the foreseeable future?
We had a conversation with him in the beginning of the season. We took a QB in the middle of the round and wanted to see how he developed. Dak took him under his wing, made sure he learned the ropes, and kind of taught him how to win a Super Bowl this season. So it's all about money at this point. He is going to be 33 years old. He wants a 2-year deal, so contractually, if we can figure something out, I'd be able to reconsider it and let our guy learn a little bit more. But if not, I'm sure he'll go to a team that he'll start and compete immediately because he is a top 5 quarterback in the league, and if we don't have Dak, we're good to go with our rookie.
I see. I see. Well, that is the question that ran in everyone's minds with pregame reports that Dak was not guaranteed to be the starter here in the big game. So if he's on the call on PlayStation, whenever we drag him, it's not going to work. So
Go
we
to
can
Build
go.
Report.
Yeah. Hey, man. So we're joined here by Wavy, and you had a great season, man. Congratulations. Oh.
Oh, he's back.
Hey, man. So you had a great season. Came up short in the end, but you can hang your head high. Knowing what all that you accomplished. You fought through adversity. Why don't you run us through what you're feeling right now after this game?
I mean, obviously we're disappointed. That wasn't really the challenge that I thought we were gonna give. I mean, played a lot better in the other games in the playoffs, but I mean, it happens, man. It is what it is.
Yeah, man. I think it's an awesome accomplishment to make the Super Bowl. A lot went wrong for you. Fumbles were paramount in the pull away victory that we saw. But yeah, on the way there, you had some really impressive victories. Certainly, just the matchup with Doc today wasn't good for you. But do you have the drive to get back here? You are the AFC champion. Is that something you're proud of? Is that something you think you can repeat?
Most definitely. I mean, I didn't even really expect to be that good this year. I felt like I traded a lot of good pieces to try to get younger and get draft picks and get like books open and whatnot. So I was kind of like, I'm gonna try to compete and try to still be like elite level, but like I know I traded some major pieces, and the fact we made it all the way here, it got me looking forward. I got mad draft picks in the future. I
Mm.
just
I've got
we gotta
a
bounce back harder.
I've got something I'd like to ask. So this was supposed to be more like a reload year. See what you can do. You made it this far. Would you go as far as to guarantee another Super Bowl berth next year?
I mean, man, I got such a tough conference, man. I'm not gonna do that and be all boisterous and all that after I just got my ass rocked. So, I mean, we're gonna fight hard next year, and we're gonna do the best we can for sure.
I see. Well, hats off to you for an impressive season, and you keep working hard, and maybe you'll get another shot next year. You guys have any questions?
No, it's really just congrats, Wavy. It was a good run. You did good stuff, and I think you're a real contender. I think you solidified yourself as one of
Type shit. Yeah, I think this year, I think it put everyone on notice. Take me serious. I would have liked to at least battled harder in the Super Bowl because it kind of like feel like it canceled out the entire run. But I mean, shit. I feel like
yeah.
everyone that's really gonna be talking shit are the people that don't even make the bowls. I mean, y'all kind of saw it
Oh,
was
that's for sure.
it was real unlucky for me out there tonight. But I mean, Doc definitely boxed me up. His
Yeah,
offense,
You
I
know,
mean, couldn't stop him.
Doc's been in the same position you're in right now. I mean, that's the truth.
I
And
was
so,
my first major playoff run was playing H Coke first round and then playing steady, and then I ultimately lost to Raging. So I do know this feeling.
yeah, and so like I mean, it's just steps, man. And MKL is a cool league, and we're all friends here and whatnot. And we all take bad losses. So it's an impressive run, and Doc had the most impressive end, and that's what it
Yeah,
is. And so, mad props to Doc.
yeah. No, you definitely earned it this year. Definitely put it together. I know Steady was letting me have it in the commentary.
Well,
To be honest, Wavy, I really don't even think you did that much wrong. I think the fumbles are what really hurt,
Yeah.
and the sacks. I really went after guys who hit hit men to where they didn't want to be hit anymore and demoralize them. And I think your team just became demoralized after getting hit.
I don't know if you're gonna watch the cast back. I doubt you will. I probably wouldn't if it was you. But if
With
you
me?
do, no, not you.
Oh,
One jackass. Of course you're gonna watch it back. I'm gonna wave you. What's it called? But I will say I think we did point it out that You definitely did not have many breaks this game. I think if you guys replayed, maybe Doc still wins, but I think it would be still a lot closer. I think it just got a little unlucky, and it's all right. What we
Yeah.
say?
Yeah, I
Well,
mean the picks were bad, but I mean the fumble, man, the fumble on that flat route, that really killed us. And then I feel like too that first touchdown on the crosser route,
Oh yeah,
there's no way that Dean Leonard should be outran by Wicks. There's like I
that
felt
was
like
a
I had a pick
shock.
there. I definitely thought I had a pick there.
Did you check out? Because so like I noticed, I was like, dude, the play calls he's calling right now. Like I remember, like when he was playing me like a couple hours, like this dude is not calling this. Like this guy, I feel like you checked out towards like the end of the second half.
Oh yeah. Towards the end, like once I was throwing, like when I threw the pick six to Reek, I was just like, you know what I mean? I mean, it was already like 24-0. I was really locked in, and I was in it when it was like I think like 17-0. I was like, bro, I'm still fighting. I'm still gonna try to get a stop. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And no, I was definitely locked in. But that first possession after half, I was just like, I got the stop, and then I threw the pick after that, and I'm just like, man, like, it's just not going for us today. It just, I don't know, something felt weird about this game. It just didn't feel like the entire run, like the run felt special. It felt like we were clicking, we were making plays, but today we just got manhandled, bro. Like his players were hitting, and we could not block. We could not block.
And just to bounce off of that, I think that's really a testament to the Donald Monday, the Docster, and the way he's built his team. I know I've had a lot of shit to say. I've given Doc a lot of shit for the way he built his team. Doc, why are you only going after height? Doc, why are you not going for fast guys? Why are you going for guys with 99 hit power? But I think today it all kind of came together. The Doc vision, not necessarily doing it the way that a lot of us are accustomed to, but he did it his way. He got his ring, and for all that, I do have to say, congrats, Doc. It was nice seeing everything you worked so hard for come to light, and best of luck to both of you guys going forward.
I'm going to cut it off here. It was an honor having everybody here. It was a great Super Bowl, really amazing, one to remember, and I hope to see everybody next year. Toodles.